Brenda's sitting by the window pane, lost her husband, lost her name. Government's hands, they took her kin, but they'll never take her spirit's grin. CPS came knocking at her door, took her babies, left her sore. But Brenda's heart, it ain't for sale. She'll fight back, she will prevail. Oh, Brenda, keep on rising high through the tears, under troubled sky. Life ain't easy, the road's so rough, but love is stronger, love's enough. Empty rooms, memories linger there, echoes of laughter, whispers of care. She plants hope in each day's light. In the darkest hours, she finds her fight. Neighbors pass, they cast their glance. Whispers say she don't stand a chance. But Brenda's dreams, they never fade. In her eyes, the dawn's parade. Sun will shine through clouds and rain. She'll mend the broken, salve the pain. For every loss, there's a new gain. Through every downfall, she'll remain. Sun will shine through clouds and rain. She'll mend the broken, salve the pain. For every loss, there's a new gain. Through every downfall, she'll remain. Sun will shine through clouds and rain. She'll mend the broken, salve the pain. For every loss, there's a new gain. Through every downfall, she'll remain. Sitting by the window pane, lost her husband, lost her name.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, hello. Hey, I just want look at. You like my shirt? That's right. This is what I was thinking. Nobody take my idea because I'm working on it and I come up with these ideas, and a lot of times I'm not able to follow through on them, but I've got ideas. And I thought, well, the president's birthday, I believe is in April, but I could do this. I could do Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. And we could do like it doesn't matter. This is the birth of a nation. Since we have this new administration, hello, happy birthday for sure. In any case, I was just going to try to share this with a few people this morning, and that's what I was working on. Is my head cut off? Because on my thing it's cut off. All right. And as you see, I have, I've got some photos. We've got photos. I know everybody gets sad to keep their kids' photos around, but this is some old stuff here. This is when we were in Ohio. We were actually born and raised in Ohio. We're Yankees over here. We can't come to the South because they're going to want to take our kids in Florida. What are you Yankees doing around here? Trying to run for sheriff. Anyways, see, we got the superheroes. My kids were always dressing up like superheroes, in it, or dressing up. It didn't have to be Halloween or anything like that. I mean, again, I can't get enough of this superhero mentality. I heard there's a new video game, some Marvel video game. It's like that. That's right. That's right, Darren, because it's like pow, right? And I got my son the gift. Check this out. It's the same thing. Hold on. I'm coming right back. See the bag? I mean, we're coming back with we're coming back like, right? Bam. Okay. And I like that. I like that attitude. Okay. Cause it's not that anybody wants to do anything as far as parents go, but to follow the law and to raise their children in a nurturing home. And I'm just wanting to announce, if anybody's out there, that we got the show going on tomorrow, guys. Boom! The countdown is down to the what do you get? It's down to the edge, the nitty gritty. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Who can I send this to? I think my sister'd want to join in for once in her life. And these people, come on, they're not joining. Well, they don't know what they're missing. I can tell you that, because we're having a good time up here. Yeah, what happened to where's Charles? Come on, Charles. What's up? I'm gonna send it to Pam. Now, Pam and Wendy and some other people. We've been banging our heads together. We gotta get it going. But we're not going to sit back anymore. So I'm going to send it off to Wendy too. I'm sending it off. See if anybody wants to join in. That'd be a great time. I know y'all like to sleep in and all this stuff. What do I got on? I got the old show on here. I was gonna have it going live on my other extra phone here, but in any case, yeah, I'm hoping that everybody joins in tomorrow, especially if y'all don't know how to get the channel. I mean, it's pretty easy. Like, once you see this, look at on that little circle that's white and green that Darren has for his channel. What you wait a minute. Oh, am I? Okay, I'm supposed to be over here, guys. Hello. All right, we'll get it together. Um, that was funny. Like I'm like over here because my camera's over there. I swear to you. I don't know what's going on there. Some kind of misperception of what's. Okay, there you have it. February 14th. It's right there in front of your face. If you guys can't remember that, now we're talking about Eastern time. I know we're getting viewers from all over the place. Not only in the United States. I mean, we got some friends in the UK. We got some friends in Canada. I mean, truthfully, this is going on all over the world. And in my opinion, it's been going on too long, much too long. So that's what else I wanted to do. Okay, so I was looking in the messenger I have, like I say, with Pam and such. Have a little group there, and I mean, you get some moms together. That's why I used to have a thing with Pam when I went out to see her, and I actually was arrested. I don't know. I don't know if you guys still have access to that video, Darren, because I know they took down my TikTok, but that's why it's better, y'all, to put it on YouTube. Okay, whatever you're taping, it's gonna end up. Sometimes it's gonna be ending up long. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? Good morning to you. Are you the Jonathan I know? I don't know. You know, we all we're all in the same um fight. Okay, let's put it that way. If you want to call it a fight, I don't want to fight. I just want to do things like normally. Like
Brenda, what video are you trying to see? What one do you have?
the one where I was arrested back in June. It has a state trooper looking into my window.
Oh yeah, yep. I know what I'm talking about.
But this is where this is because this particular video. I mean, I had this kids' signs in my car. I had my signs. I had 2 signs. I had like a big stuffed toys and stuff. I'm like, I'm on a mission. I'm not and mom's on a mission. That's what I was calling it. Mom's on a mission. And it's almost like they, of course, they're going to twist my ideas to say, we're on a mission to take this into a court of law and say, hello, look at this. Can we show some accountability for the people that are committing crimes that are supposed to be our leaders, are supposed to be our law enforcement? So that's why they say LE. Well, what does that mean? Law enforcement. Not just wearing that outfit and picking up a paycheck. You're there to do a job, and if you can't do it, just open up. I'm sure there's plenty of people who would like to have that job. Am I getting a little feedback, you guys? Dude, I don't know. I'm getting a little feedback myself. I'm not sure. Anybody else? But that's okay. I mean, I can get over it with my post-traumatic stress. Oh, that's better. Thank you very much. Get Wendy on the show. Maybe I could text her real quick. My grandson, this is Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Fax. Thank you guys a lot for tuning in, because like everybody's getting excited about the show tomorrow. I also have another show going on tomorrow, at least by 10 a.m. Eastern. Right here, I'm in Central Time. It's 9 a.m. for me, but just an hour behind y'all. I kind of like living in Central Time. It works out. I can watch those late night shows, and it's still kind of early. Okay, sorry, Debbie. My grandson. Oh, that's not the one, but that's okay. Play that. That's cool, because you can tell the whole history of our family being attacked. This is back in 2012. Okay, this is when we were pulled over on the roadside because of a video camera exchange gone wrong. But in any case, my grandson has his tonsils and adenoids removed and didn't tell my daughter. What? That's crazy. I had my tonsils out when I was a little kid. I still can remember that, because I was like, they sedate you and I'm waking up from a dream, and it's like I was all tied down. That was like scary. I still think of that as scary, Okay, so the thing is I tried to exchange this video camera. This is why we didn't have our video camera charged up, so that I can actually get a video of this. But this is the second officer that came in. This is the camera you're seeing now of the second police vehicle, and you know why this is happening. Okay, it's not just a regular stop, pull you over thing. When they pull you over, like yesterday, if you guys can see my show from yesterday, I'm always yapping about it, how they have this false fusion exchange bulletin on. I've flashed it to you guys many a times. And anybody that thinks they're targeted or being followed, or you're not paranoid, believe me, I've got the proof in the pudding. And that's why these things happen, because they're believing a false narrative that we're some type of people that are a threat to the government or to law enforcement. And again, I don't want to use that government word, but that's the word they're using, because again, we are the government and we are the people. We the people, okay? Remember us, our families that oh, there you go. See, that's some old stuff that Chris did. Now this is Rogue Journalist Wars channel. I mean, see, he's just goofing to freak off, and he's doing like he's doing the news but dressed up like the Joker. There you go. Oh, there's one with Sage. You see that one with the Harlequin hat? Don't show that one. That's a little off the wall, but it's just that they have a weird video going on in the background. Oh, there's a speeded up version of it, Darren, of the thing. But oh, hey, this is a good one, Darren. If you scrolled up a little bit more, and see the one in the middle where the newsman behind the camera? That's a good one. That video there was on news. What did I say? This was the guy. They never.
So what are you holding in your hand right there? Is that
On the news? Chris did a funny video of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We ready to shoot?
you all ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
What-
police
what's the
wants
real
to track down your vehicle, and they pulled you over.
Correct.
Now, tell me from when you got pulled over, what happened?
I was concerned that it was a very dangerous situation. It was hot. My wife and children were in the car. There's cars speeding right by our car. And I was left in the car with my family for a long period of time. And after a long period of time, I got out to find out what's going on. Is the officer conscious back there? Why isn't he letting us know why we're being pulled over? So I got out of the car to go ask him. What his name was, Levi Seawall. The police named Levi Seawall jumped on me, attacked me from behind, put me in a legal chokehold. And the rest is on the video where he attacks, physically threatens me, threatens my wife, physically attacked my wife, fondles my son. My two younger children were threatened by him, my daughter crying. It's all on the video.
An audio recorder?
Yes, digital audio recorder. Then I wanted to get out, I had my recorder, I want to get out and ask him what he was pulled over for and get into the questioning thing and find out what's going on. And I'll find out later that he actually exclaims, they will let the DA tell him.
I'll tell you what, the DA can tell him.
I went up to ask him, and then I couldn't understand what he said at first. It sounded to me like he's screaming, even though the audio clearly says go back to the car. It sounded to me like he's screaming. I heard him screaming something, but he was in the car with the window rolled up and air conditioning going, so that's why the audio picked it up, stopped speaking good, but he was inside his car, and I could not hear him. But when he got out, I can tell he was mad about something, so I was kind of hesitant in stepping back because I'm saying, he's absolutely mad about something. I can see that,
Sure.
that he's mad. So I started walking back, and you'll see the video where he's catching my shoulder. Then you put it in slow motion, see he's grabbing him from the back and putting me in a chokehold.
And yeah, and the news, the Fox News, whoever was above this reporter, never
And that guy's
played.
got me in a legal chokehold. And I believe he was just excited about the fact that I'm on some terrorist hit list, is what he calls it, which it's called, well, I don't know what it's officially called, but he referred to it as a terrorist hit list.
We'll get to that in 1 second. Going back to, he pulled you over, and he said probably wait in the car. That's when he mentioned the DA will tell you. He went back to his car. You got out of the car. What was going through your mind when you were like, did you want to go up to him and tell him something? You know, I know you went out with a recorder. What was the thought behind grabbing the recorder and then going up to the police officer? What were you trying to accomplish there?
But
I was going to find out why we were pulled over. And if most of the times the police will take you out to right in front of the police car because they want to talk to you right in front of their camera. So if you'll notice, once the rustling starts, I'm trying to move to where I'm supposed to be, right in front of my car, right in front of the camera. They're dragging me off the car. And you look at that police tape.
In the car. Get your fucking hand in the car. Let's go. I can't get in the car if you're doing that.
Look at that. Everybody look. Stop.
he's
Did you
calling
see
the
just
name.
what happened?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Where do you see me on all those cameras? You have 5 cameras there. I'm not in one of them.
This is remarkable footage.
You don't see us on it. It says they were dragging me. Before I seen this, I said they were dragging me away from the car. They're dragging me away from the car.
On purpose to get you off camera?
It would seem, because it's kind of weird that all of a sudden I'm
Then
not
they're
where a
jumping
police
up and
would
down
want
his
you to
back.
be. Put
Second
you
officer
right there. They want you
jumping
right
up and
there.
down his
Because I've
back.
been put there many
The
times.
guy that
I've been on
originally
this
had him
watch
in the
list. I didn't
chokehold,
know.
he twisted my
We've been
wrist
calling
because
for
I'm
police
taking
harassment
pictures
for a
of
long
this
time.
and saying I
We
need to
went
get
the
back to the car.
Oversight Committee. My wife has called them about police harassment. We asked for judge restraining orders. We're actually filling out restraining orders on law enforcement.
Like you
Doing
say,
anything we can,
you
but they have been
always
harassing us
do things
nonstop. And we
by
just
the
found
law.
out because of
We're
this
taking it
case
to our
that
court
we're
of
on
law.
some type of terrorist
We're
hit
hoping
list.
that
Because of
they're
this
going to
incident.
look at
No,
this
because
in
I
an
found-
impartial and fair manner,
Through this-
right?
Through this incident.
No, I'm sorry. Fact, this was actually in Maine. This is where it started with. This is the incident where, see, he's talking about it right now, but what he's saying is this was in the
thing that
discovery.
comes up on the computer when I pulled over.
Right.
Did we show that piece of paper?
I saw it over there. I'll take a look at it a little bit.
At that
Okay,
time,
so this happens, and tell me, you said he told you.
it says
Okay,
anti-law
drag you-
enforcement and anti-government. All calls for service 10-9, it's like a police code, and any LE response should be 2 officers, with the second officer being discreet so as not to give away your posture with them. So I don't think they wanted us to see this either. Okay, that Chris just was in a jail for a few hours on that incident. This was on the roadside, Brewer, Maine. If y'all know where that is close to Bangor, Maine. But yeah, this happened to be my birthday, July 8th in 2012. And again, we have a Jeep Patriot, and that's the same Jeep Patriot that was stolen from us once we moved to Florida, the same day that my children were stolen.
We want all the vehicles, like 5 or 6 vehicles there. We want all the audios on all of them. Because everything we hear is conspiracy speech. They're talking derogatory about me. They say, you can hear him saying that he's doing a symbol like this to me, about me. He's saying
Right, Debbie?
just derogatory words. I can't think of it right now. A berserk, that's it. He went
That
berserk.
with my daughter.
And it shows him attacking me doing a chokehold. And I'm saying, get off. What does expect an American to do? I think it's almost as if they want us to bend our heads and say, yes, sir, and yes, sir, like that. They want our heads bowed to whenever they're around, and not say, well, you don't have a right to put your hands on me. Why did you put your hands on me? I'm asking, I'm saying, go like this when they put their hands, they'll put your hands on me, and deflecting their hands off and says, don't put your hands on me. I'm letting them know, you don't have a right to come and put your hands on somebody. And that seems where I'm coming from. And the lawyers, and I suppose they're talking about where is the point of arrest. That's what they seem to be focusing on. Now again, I went way out of...
No, that's fine. That's good because it's bringing up new questions with me. I guess let's focus on what the lawyers are looking at, the point of arrest. I didn't really see you get handcuffed yet. Did you get handcuffed?
Yes, sir. You'll see on the side of the road with the second video that they handcuffed me. They're holding my arm twisted for the longest time. Then they finally handcuffed me. They sit me up and set it up handcuffed for a while. Another cop, I guess I'm turning around seeing what's going on. Another cop, sheriff, I don't know his name, comes and shoves me and says, you keep looking that way, and you can still see that. They finally, walk up and walk to the door very politely, being chaperoned to the door. You'll see me going there calmly into the door. That's about it. There's no Rodney King beating this thing, but it was just a long period of pressure on your back. For an older gentleman, or not so a gentleman, older person, we can say.
Job and their family on the line to fucking run this story. Sorry, excuse my language. But truthfully, this was, of course, Sage and Christopher were, like, let me think, 4 and 6 at this time, and that's when they were in the back of that car when you've seen that video. And then that was the whole thing. If this how still till today, I have an harassment order on me coming out of the state of Maine because I tried to get an apology from an officer when later my daughter that wasn't autistic at that time relayed to me, Mom, when that officer opened the door, he slammed it back on my head. Well, see, we had a sunscreen on the side of the back seat, not your normal sunscreen, but that cop had no idea that there were kids in the back seat. This state trooper had his hand on his this is a funny little joke he did in that one, but he had his hand on his weapon, not unholstered, but that one thing that holds it in was off as he's whipping the door up to my children that are in the back seat, and me. I was back there with them, and but I was on the other end of the car, and my little boy was in the middle. But when her hair had got caught up when they opened the door, and then when he slammed it back shut when he figured out there were kids in there. So before I knew anything about this bulletin or anything like that, I very nicely, because when I make a phone call to a public official, I'm going to be very nice. There's no reason not to. I'm a nice person. Why would I be not nice? Um, oh, this was a reenactment Chris did. That is very cute. I forgot about that part. That's my little sage, because that was the reenactment of that cop opening the door. Oh my God, that's very touching. Oh, see, and then he's making a joke of it, because the best medicine, if you want to talk about medicine, laughter is the best medicine. Okay, you can take a horrible situation and just make light of it, and there you have it, right? Because like I say, facts over lies. These bulletins, these threat tags that are put on you by these fusion exchange centers, just go ahead and Google it and see what type of people they're looking for, that they believe you could be a terrorist, even though you have no criminal record, never been in trouble with the law, especially have no violent tendencies or whatsoever. And okay, so this is what I'll say. This is what was my big reveal, guys. Watch this. Okay, see my Marilyn Monroe, blah blah blah. I got that video, Darren. I think I can send it to you, because it might be on my YouTube channel. But in any case, fast forward to after Chris got arrested last June. I was arrested on the roadside because Dixie County put a warrant out for my arrest. The same county that stole my children and my husband, and the story goes on. But look at this. And this is what you gotta be, the superhero. Wonder Woman, pow, right? This is what we were talking about early in the show. Pow, because my son's birthday was late. Bam. There's a new video game, I guess, like Marvel. And that's like, because I like that. When I used to, I'm old school, I guess. We would watch the original Batman show and Batman and Robin, and they'd come up with that. I mean, that was the technology back then, and they were doing a great job, if I am, in my opinion. But in any case, what else were you talking about, guys? Come on, give me a break. So like I say, is everybody ready? Is everybody ready for the show? Tomorrow at 7 Eastern time. That's 6 for me, so I'm gonna be heading in there early. And that's good. That's a good thing. We're going to get some people's attention. There's a lot of going on, and we brought some news to y'all in the show last night in regards to what's going on. The next executive order is going to be, and you might want to bring those facts up, Darren, is that they're coming after CPS next. The Trump administration, okay? This is what's going on. People are getting excited. This is why I'm like running. Woo! I'm speeding down the road right now. And that is the original reason that I got pulled over in Florida. I was going a little too fast. But then which I thought, this is a really nice officer that was in Sumter County, Florida, that pulled me over. And he's like, that's why when he pulled me over initially, I had a whole speech ready to go. I know that I told him, I know that I have a false bulletin on me. I said, I have a copy of it at home. I know that it says I'm anti-law enforcement and anti-government, and this is not true. I'm a mom that homeschooled 3 doctors, graduated top of their class, and I've been with my husband like 44 years. Let me see. Hi, Punisher. I used to be a part of live stream the shows. Jonathan, who are you? Yeah, what is the big mystery? CPS invading a hospital room of my newborn baby. May I have permission to use it here in Canada? Well, you can come on the show, Darren. We could send him the link. I could send you the link, Jonathan. I don't know if you are in my messenger. Anybody that's in my messenger that wants a link to the show, I could always do that as well. And get some more people on here. I mean, you don't have to have your face on if you don't want. We could just hear your voice. But the more the merrier, in my opinion. I mean, this is I'm riding an empty bus here. Come on, guys. Come on and join me. Why not? Nobody's waking up on Thursday morning. Come on. Thursday is the new Friday. Come on, guys. Let's get it going. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Because justice never sleeps, and that's the whole thing. And we want everybody, truly, we do want everybody to be rested up for the big show tomorrow, and get your stuff together. See if you can just write down maybe whoever's going to participate tomorrow. Just try to take about a 3-minute little synopsis of what you are going to say. I mean, you want to be real about it. And I know that we want to bring forward some of these statutes and laws and these different things that is kind of confusing to me. So we're going to go on an aspect of just bringing out these certain points and that we feel that need to be heard. Okay. Because in my opinion, I think we're on the right road to getting some justice, especially with this administration. I watched something this morning. I mean, I sent it in the chat and to a few other people. I mean, something about what did I say, guys? Let me see if I can bring it up here on my extra. It was this new press secretary. Of course, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm telling you, they have been messing with my everything, because they know we're hot on the trail, and you're gonna have problems with your internet and with your phone and things like that. It's no surprise, okay. And I really appreciate you guys joining in, but yeah. You guys, anything we're posting here, you gladly can post. We're trying to spread the word. I mean, any information you got, send it to, if anything, send it to CPS huntingjustice@gmail.com. That will get directly to Darren. He's doing a good job on this show. Getting all these graphics and all these great things together so that we can get some attention to this horrific problem that's going off across the country, where you can be a perfectly good parent and your children are taking beyond your control, and they just generally adopt your children out to strangers. No matter if you have next of kin, if you have siblings that are trying to get them into their custody, if you have moms and dads that are trying to help you with your children. I mean, you have your own sisters and brothers that want to help get your children back. But although you have all these people putting their hat in the ring, they're going to pick somebody that nobody knows, and they're going to close that up, seal it up, and it's big secret, okay? Big secret where they're keeping the children that have aged out of the foster system. My children, before they aged out, they were adopted on April 1st. Like like always, like some kind of weird thing going on with the holidays that they want to destroy my life, my mind, everything. They will try to do everything to break you. I guarantee. They really hit on me and Chris hard. Okay, very hard. But in any case, where was I going with that? I just I'm in the middle of talking. I'll think of another thought, because initially, why I think that we were targeted is my husband was very politically active. He ran for legislator twice in the state of Maine, and once he was backed by the Republican Party. And that's why I'm thinking, all these people that supported him back then and all the votes that he got, and he did. You could look it up. He went against Martha Bagley, and then. Wow, there was some weird stuff going on during those elections as well, but that was in early 2000, and in fact, I have a little picture I post sometimes of Sage. She has this she's a little baby, just not even one. She's like 6 months or something like that, and we got to go to the Fox News radio station. I think they do televisions as well, and. Or maybe I take that back. That was a little television show they had going on. Anyways, Chris was running for legislator. He went on there, and me and Sage got to wait, and there was a big fox sign behind her on a big red couch, and she had this checkered, like little red, white, and blue sailor suit. It's so adorable. Oh yeah, and it definitely. This is what we're saying. You got to check out Darren's book on Amazon. Stay calm. CPS is coming because I mean, this is somebody that's putting together a lot of knowledge that you guys, if you're having to deal with CPS, you don't want to go in there, empty-handed. You want to have an idea of what exactly is going on, and he's laying out, how to handle this if you have to be in the situation. So it's best to be prepared for, even if you're a grandma or you're an aunt or you're an uncle and thinking, oh man, my relative has had similar problems with CPS, or I'm going through this. What do I expect? So you might as well take it from somebody who knows it. I mean, Darren's doing hard studying on all these things. He's going to get he's going to get in there. He's studying hard for all this stuff, and I don't want to say too much, Darren, but you're doing a great job. And it's going to take a village, is what they say. So I don't know how many people, Darren, you got committing to the show tomorrow at 7 p.m. And we're going to get all this out to the administration, to Donald Trump, with any emails that we possibly have that can forward that. Darren, that one, I think the one email I gave you, make sure it's sent to that. Once we do the live stream, I'll give you that again, because I think this was a good connect. I'll give anybody that wants that email as well. It's something like support something. Anyways, it's as far as I understand it, they have some type of thing that's coming from Trump's administration, like connecting people up to be part of this like advisory team. Kind of strange, because this is the same very things we've worked on, me and Chris, throughout the years, through different administrations with different ideas of how to, help this country. And that's what I'm saying. If you're doing a great job, but as you're going along the way, they don't take your advisories or advice or analysis, and they go in the wrong direction, like Department of Justice, FBI has been known to do. I mean, you got Waco, you got Ruby Ridge, you have all these different scenarios. And if you have some criticism of how those things were handled, well, I think that makes you become a target as well. Okay. So it all gets down to the Department of Justice that are putting out these false narratives about perfectly good people. And the truth is all they're worried about is themselves. They're not worried about anyone else, and they're not worried about protecting and serving, okay, because that's what they're paid to do, not protecting and serving themselves. And we see that more and more. And of course, there's always going to be some bad actors. There's plenty of good law enforcement out there. I mean, Herbert, for example, is a good example. And there again, I'm off kilter again. In any case, you can keep that up, but that's what Darren's bringing up, his book and all his stuff that he's done. And this is the advertisement we got going out there. So yeah, definitely, guys, take this advertisement, share and send it to everyone everyone. Just let everyone know. The more views we get on this, the more power that we're going to have to say, hey, we are parents and we're not going to be forgotten. Yes, we are we're the brokenhearted, but we're all about truth, justice, and the American way, okay? Because we are the superheroes of the real life. You know what I'm saying. I thought we might get a call from the peanut gallery this morning, but which I referred to my husband, but I mean, you got to think about this, guys. If you are, making some waves and things like that to expose the pedophilia that's going on with our justice system. I mean, it's a sad situation when you have to reveal that these things are happening and there's not a lot of news being put out there about these horrible, horrific things that are going on. Okay, because it's about time that it happened. And here we are. Okay, we are the voices for our children that have been silenced. But when you're taking the parents of the children and throwing them into a situation where you have, like my husband is a veteran, okay, and he's been diagnosed. We have a letter, onset dementia, okay, and so he makes some little video, as you see. If you can look at his Rogue Journalist Wars, or you can go look at his American Patriotism channel. I mean, that's up to you. That's the way you have control. If you want to look at something Christopher Cameron did, go ahead and type it in, look at it. I suggest American Patriotism. But in any case, if something pops up on your algorithm, it's most likely because you've looked at certain things like this before. And if you type in Chris Cameron, you might keep getting things up about Chris Cameron. So that's what I'm saying. This is what this judge did. She wasn't looking. I mean, this didn't just happen to pop up on her phone, or she says she's got 2 daughters and it's coming up on her phone. My husband. Why would that be? Oh, why would that be? Because she feels threatened by a cartoon, and then she's going to get her family involved in saying that we ruined her life, and that the only way she's going to feel safe is to have my husband behind bars for 15 years. Are you completely out of your mind? Obviously, there is something woo-woo wrong upstairs, or she's just part of the group that wants to get together and take away all of our freedoms. Okay, all of our freedoms, violating our amendment rights. I mean, the list goes on. Come on, people. I'm sorry. There's no one. I can tell you there is nobody in that Third Circuit, corrupt Dixie County, Florida, that I trust besides a lady named Joelle Dixon. She's with the administration for a court administration where you can get your transcripts and media. Oh, one person out of how many? Because they will try to block you. And when I'm trying to get my court media from all the past hearings I had with the children, with the dependency case, our criminal cases, all these false allegations that was brought forward against us and caused the destruction of my family, all this stuff is false. You're not going to tarnish our name, and you're not going to throw, like, if you typed in Sage Cambron, you'll see how I tried to rescue my daughter back in 2019. And see, how about look at my YouTube channel, Brenda Cambron, and see her crying to go home. And that Darren, if you're still there, that would be some video to play. So my daughter's reporting this abuse, and where is law enforcement in this matter? They told me, or I seen in the discoveries later, because they want to throw me in prison. So this is like a different scenario. I was in there all through COVID. I'm in prison because my daughter, I found her suffering in deplorable conditions. Yes, I have the pictures. I have it all. Why do you think they're trying to shut us up, y'all? Why do you think? Because the heat is on, okay? And it's not coming at us for once in our life. But like I say, I gotta, I don't want to be, act like, I don't want to give that attitude of, of vengeance. I'm sorry. I'm not looking for vengeance. I'm looking for justice. Okay. Okay. That is my channel. See, and they've taken down all my TikToks. I did a lot of videos talking about what's going on, current events, and all about the children. And I'm wondering if I didn't even have that one I was talking about on there. See, I also have another channel. It's called, I think might bring my babies back, but yeah, why don't you play the one of Sage if you want to? It's not very long. It's only a minute and a half. Thank you, Darren, or whoever's over there.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I love these guys more than my sister. Because my sister was black, she wasn't white like me. Yes, she was racist.
Was a
She
racist.
didn't want to be quiet. I didn't even know what she was going to say. She was hard to understand, wasn't she? Mom, I talked to her on the phone
She
before.
was Haitian. She couldn't understand her.
And, you're the only American I know. Because you're my
You are the only American I know.
I know. I'm so sorry. Okay, you're feeling sick today, I know. And, you pretty much didn't even... I never want to be a foster care.
She never wants to be a part of it.
Miss Mary and Mr. Jason's never going to let me go to foster care again.
Miss Mary and Mr. Jason is never going to let me go to foster care again. Those are the caseworker and casework supervisor.
So, Jason's fault, Miss Mary's fault.
It's all their fault that she had to go to foster care. Not my fault.
You mean Maryland or Mary? Maryland. Oh, I'm so hopeful that I had to go to foster care. And it's Jason's fault.
And she repeats it.
And as far as...
And then I go on to question her about the last time she saw her brother Chris, because her brother Chris is 2 years younger than her, and they threw him in Lake City when she was in Punta Gorda. And she's like, Mom, I haven't seen him probably since about the last time I seen you, which was like 2 years or whatever that was ago. And the thing is that in my discoveries from that Charlotte County case, you can see that they kept saying, they interviewed my son in Lake City, a son of the foster lady, and they're all saying, oh, the last time the kids saw each other was April, like I think it was like whatever, it was like a month before that, whatever. No, April and then May, because it was May when I went there around Mother's Day of 2019. But in any case, they all said it was April, let's just say 8th. I'm just putting that letter out there, or that number out there. But I know that that's not true, because all the days that the kids had to have a visit, she had to be pulled from school, and the school record shows that she wasn't pulled from school that day. So that was a lie. And the other thing she said about her brother, she says, oh, I don't know, Mama, something's wrong with his head. And I said, what do you mean something's wrong with his head? She said, he just ain't right. And I don't know if you know anything about autistic people, autistic children, but they're very smart on and very have a sense to read people. If she knows her brother is not right, he's not right. He's not saying things that he would normally be saying. He's not acting normally how she remembers him to be acting. So again, this possibility they could be drugging our children. That all this, that happened with the P. Diddy thing. I mean, these young actors or whatnot, and all these people coming out saying, yeah, they were drugged. They had no control over their functions, and this is what they do. And then all the people and all the children that were taken by CPS, what do you think happens to those children later? They're not going to be doctors or professionals of anything. They're most likely going to become drug addicts, prostitutes, and that goes for boys and girls alike. I mean, because they're going to have to learn to survive out there after they kicked off into the street if they turn 18. But if they have delays, they'll keep on to them, because that's still more money. Once these other ones age out that don't have any, if they're not getting them on Social Security, which was the weird thing about my daughter. We had tried, we had several attempts to try to get her on Social Security, and we're doing all these different things to check into, why she was still like acting like a little kid, and she's getting older. And that gets back to that incident. Oh, I showed y'all on the street. After that incident, back in 2012, I started noticing that she was just like stopped at that age. She didn't like learn anything like more as far as education wise. I mean, she just like kind of stopped there. But not saying that if there's something that she really liked, like a computer game or something like that, she knew everything about that. She knew how to load up that computer and she knew how to do all that. But if you have an individual like that that can't really live without some type of guidance, there's plenty of ladies out there. They have special, like wonderful homes that they can each have their own apartment and live a normal life, not be locked up in some institution with people that are more, what do I want to say, more delayed than you are. And how is that going to help a child like this in any way? No, because you always have to surround yourself with, just like Naylor was saying the other day, surround yourself with people that know more than you. I've heard that on just some news that I was watching the other day. It could have had something to do with Trump. You want to surround yourself, like he's surrounding himself with Elon Musk. Elon Musk, autistic, but very smart. Look at this. Okay. So like I say, knowledge is power. And the more you know, and especially the more you know about, child protective services and how that, there's certain people within our government agencies that are not there to help you in any way. They're only there for some evil purpose. And so yeah, breaking news: Trump orders shutdown of Department of Education immediately. And there you have it, because Department of Education, they are taking control of our children and doing these horrific things, and what they're teaching our children and what they're not teaching our children is a problem. And so if you decide to take personal responsibility and home your own children and then end up with a success rate like me and Chris have, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have great success of raising your children, because you're all of us wouldn't be sitting in here if we were some bum not caring what's going on with our children. We're not some bum. We're not some person that's a drug addict. We're not some person that's breaking the law. What we are is we are a force to be reckoned with, because we're exposing the crimes as Child Protective Services through Department of Children and Families, which I believe all has been a problem through the Department of Justice during Obama as well as Biden's administration. Okay, you had a lot of crimes going on. My children were taken initially when Obama was still in office. Okay, at the end of that term. So what's the beep beeping about, guys? Somebody's sending me a message. Okay, so what else, guys? I mean, we're going strong today, and I'm excited. I'm excited about this show tomorrow. I'm excited about that Department of Education, because it's a bunch of crap going on there. And again, they want to use words like crap and stuff like that in a court of law. What kind of respect is that in a court of law to be having that type of language? Because that's if anybody wants to see. I can send it. I'll send it to Darren. I'm going to send a link to one of my YouTube channels, and channel is I'm keeping a log of all the court media that I have coming out of Dixie County. Okay, I'm still, there's still other court media I have to get. I want to get the one from Sumter County that recently happened. I still never got my my court media from Charlotte County from 2019, and there's time limits on these, guys. Don't let your court media fall to the wayside, because I really am curious that why, when all of my tapes with all of my visits with my children, that we were subject to stay in one little cramped up room that was made for little babies, had little baby toys in there, that we couldn't go out and enjoy the backyard that had games and water things to play. We had to stay in this one room, and they taped all of our visits, yet we never got a copy of any of those. And we kept asking for them. We kept asking them, where's those tapes? Where are those tapes? For years and years, Nobody knows where they are. And the lady that used to run that Children's Home Society, I don't know if y'all ever heard of this. I don't really know much about the Children's Home Society, but I do know the particular lady that ran that one where we did the visits. She knew that we were being, she knew, she says, no other family that came through here have been treated like you guys have, to have to stay in this room like this. And she said I was the only one that ever brought like home cooked meals for the children. And I would bring, like, every time I'd like make their favorite foods, bring it. She said most people are just, bringing McDonald's or pizzas or something like that. And we used to have to drive an hour to get there to see the children. And then it wasn't very long. Like I said, once the visit started, the children were taken in April. I don't think the visit started till May, and this was in 2016. And what y'all going on here? And by September, they stopped the visits with both me and my husband. Our home was raided by Florida Department of Law Enforcement. And y'all, I really got to get to work because I'm organizing all this stuff. Hey, Debbie, how's it going? I'm organizing everything, okay? I've got to get it in chronological order. The problem is that I had this head wound. Got 9 staples in my head back in 2019 after attempting to rescue my daughter out of abusive foster placement. And these episodes that I have of passing out is really stress induced. Okay. Thank you, Child Protective Services and Dixie County, Florida, for taking a perfectly healthy mother and putting so much damage on me and my family, like mentally, physically, everything. But in any case, gosh, guys, I don't know. Anybody got any ideas? Again, I gotta stress, you guys. Port Charlotte, Florida. Wait a minute. What are you talking about, Port Charlotte? I gotta look it back here. I can't get back on these messages there. Here, I can do it over here. Sorry, guys. Okay, what are you saying here? I gotta go to blow. Okay. Oh, wow. You guys have a lot of comments. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm not good as Danielle. She keeps up with the chat so well, but I have to have my extra phone to say, Brenda, it's not all about you. Come on. What is everybody saying? And hopefully they're saying, hey, I'm going to join CPS Hunting for Justice tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time, because we all want to be a part of making that change and getting our children back. So Port Charlotte, Florida, that's where those cops beat the guy I mentioned about. Oh, facts over lies. Are you? I think I might know who you are. Thank you. He also spoke on having to pay $250 for the video of cops attacking him. Oh, they're charging a lot of money down there because down in Charlotte County, of Florida, they have that privately owned jail. Oh boy, that gets to be expensive. Now my husband's also in a privately owned prison now over in what is it, Panama City. Yes, definitely. Jonathan, see no evil, hear no evil, understand no evil. Yeah, we don't want to know. We don't want to know the evil deeds that you're doing. All we want is to make sure our family's not any part of it. We don't want any part of any evil doings whatsoever. I mean, we follow God, and God leads our charge because we are on a mission. Mom's on a mission, dad's on a mission, grandma and grandpa's on a mission to expose these crimes and give thanks to God that he brought President Trump into this White House to make these changes, because we as families have waited long enough. Okay. And I can tell you the things, since you've locked up my family, I'm just talking about me personally and my husband, you can see the things that are continuing to get worse. Worse, worse, worse. People are acting out violently. I mean, you guys, all you have to do is turn on the news and like what happened today. Is there a school shooting here? Is there a mass shooting there? Is there people being run over by white trucks over here? I mean, who's having to look over their shoulder? Not just Judge Jennifer Johnson. Everybody's going to be having to, because you got to be aware of your surroundings, because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this country. And if you're not following God and following his word and doing the best you can to be as Jesus would want you to be, that's what you strive to, is to be like Jesus. Serve the God in any way, shape, and form, and let him lead your path, because good Lord, we don't want to be any part of anything that is just so disgusting. I mean, I'm just so disgusted that I live in a country that I don't really know the history of my own family, but I do know the history of my husband's family that fought the duration of a Revolutionary War. Okay, and there are plenty of families and veterans that gave our lives for this country, not to have and to sit back and watch everything crumble. Oh, there was a good video we got. We have a walking park. Okay. And again, this is how I'm saying, keep track of your mental and physical health. Watch what you eat, because all that other crap is only going to slow you down. Okay. Eat healthy, be strong, because we are in a fight, and the fight is to seek justice in these court systems, and to bring awareness to the corruptions that going on with a lot of these judges that would harm families and violate our constitutional rights. Okay. All right. This is how the system thinks. I know exactly. Fact over lies. I put the name above. He speaks out on them daily, sharing for backup of how some cops really are. And that's the thing, you guys. It's not like that we're anti anything. I know I can speak for myself. I'm not anti anything, except when it deals with law enforcement, I'm anti police brutality. And that's what we always said. And even though we said that, they targeted us, saying that we don't like them. And in fact, this changes. This just it changes their way of thinking when they see a threat tag on you that wasn't established in a court of law, that just is hearsay. That's pretty much hearsay. If they're taking something that you did on YouTube and acting like it's some type of reality, that it's not an actor reading a script. This is not an act. This is not a script. This is for real. And this is what's causing so much destruction of our country, is to target Americans and parents that would do anything for their children. Let me see. ADHD meds have destroyed the youth. It is true. My children were never on any type of medications at all. And the only thing I'm figuring is why that my son is 19 now and hasn't reached out to his family is because he's probably one of these people that are on these medications that are just destroying our youth, just destroying people. Oh, man, you guys, yeah, it's been a long road, and I got a lot of work to do today, because like I say, we want to get all of our facts of all of our cases. All of you need to do this. Look at this. I'm 9 years in, almost 9 years in, and my paperwork is a mess. I can tell you, I'm a mess. Okay. And I'm going to overcome this, and I'm going to do what I can to straighten it out and get it in a legible manner to people that are willing to help at a minimal cost, because there's a lot of good people out there, guys, and there's a lot of good people that aren't just out there to make a buck. They're out there to seek justice for families, and they're out there to educate you on how to avoid these situations with child protective services. My opinion, go live off the grid. When we were up in New Hampshire in the mountains, never had this problem like we did after moving to Florida. Little town, Dixie County, huh? You don't want to mess with those good old boys. We're not messing with anybody. My husband trying to run for sheriff, and that's what's the destruction of my family. And nobody else sees anything wrong with that. I mean, that's what I always thought is our story should open up the avenue to all your stories and say, because if they can take a great American, a great patriot, a veteran, parents that have been married for over 43 years, and say that somehow that you're not able to take care of your two youngest kids when your three oldest that you homeschooled are doctors. If somebody doesn't see something wrong with that, you ain't opening your eyes. I'm sorry, because the only reason Chris was making that movie, there was a section of a movie that he was making. Something, if anybody's Google it, it's an old movie called Network, okay? Where the guy says, we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. And he throws his, like it was part of the media. Again, he's throwing his TV out the window of a high-story building, say, we're mad as hell, we're not going to take it anymore. And similar, I suggest y'all watch that Joker 2 movie if you want to see some type of reality. The Joker origin stories, both those movies that he did. And look at what those movies are saying. There's people out in the streets with their signs, okay? And they are saying, we're not going to take it, okay? We want to recognize the real heroes in this country. Trump, Elon Musk, I think I'm a hero. I think you're a hero, because here you are. You're joining in with the fight of protecting our children. Just like that Kick-Ass movie. Again, I'm going to bring up that reference to Kick-Ass movie. What I'm saying is we got to take these movies that are impacted us in our lives and say, oh, wow, that's really that, I'm thinking back on that. I really like that movie, and I really like the story of that movie. And only that's what we get our inspiration from, okay? We inspire to get the truth out. And we aspire to get our children back, okay? And we aspire to have justice in our court system. It shouldn't be a battle, guys. It should be a piece of cake, okay? And that's what we're here. We're here to make, and that... I'm going to take this into reality again, because I made this cake for my son yesterday, and I don't bake. I like to cook every other food. I want to have a food truck. I want to do that, but I don't bake. It's something I don't do. Man, I put some stuff together, and this cake was the best thing. Like, it was like a party in my mouth. Like, I'm like, wow. And everybody at the little get-together we had, it was only for like an hour, because they had to get back to work. My son's a doctor, and all his staff came to this little thing, and it is nice. It's nice to get out there, okay? You got to have some me time. You got to, whatever you happen to have, even though your children, your husband may gone, your family's gone, your older kids don't talk to you, but get it. I'm using this as a second, as a past, whatever. But whatever you do have, you better cherish it, because it is a blessing. What is that? I'm sorry. I like that Benson Boone song. The one. It's something. And I thank God every day for the gifts He sent my way. But I know the gifts that He gives, He can take away. And I thank God every day, right? And thank God, okay? Because we're living, we're breathing. All of us, we're pretty healthy. Some of us have some medical problems, medical issues, but we're here, and we're seeking justice, okay? That's what I just can't stress that enough. You guys got to take care of your bodies, your minds, stay healthy, eat healthy. If you have trouble with your mental health, seek somebody out that could help you with that. I know, talking to somebody that's experienced the same things, sometimes that's good enough. I know we have plenty of advocates that are parts of the show that are willing to talk to you and to give you some type of encouragement and just let you know, don't give up, don't ever give up. And we're here, and we're not going away. We're not going away, and we'll never surrender. Okay, that's another good saying. There you go, by. Never surrender, because we've got this far, guys. Okay, we've got this far, and I think the sun's going to be shining pretty bright very soon. Okay, all this being exposed. Not only our elderly are being it's almost like being held against their will with these guardianships. I mean, they're not only stealing our kids, Lord, let's not forget about our elderly that are having to, watch out for these guardianships. You want to take your family, and all they're not seeing cute little kids and a gorgeous little grandma there. They're seeing money signs. That's all they're seeing. Hey, Herbert. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today. This is the great news that everybody wanted to come on and say hi and be in the chat. I really appreciate it. And again, I can't stress enough, you guys, anybody you know at all, your family, your friends, aunts, uncles, let them know about our show tomorrow. The more, the merrier. Okay, I'm really into sayings today. Like, there's all kinds of sayings, and I'm like, and a lot of times I notice anytime that somebody will say something, it reminds me of a song. Music, I always believe is a good therapy for me. Like listening to some music, getting out your paperwork, getting some things done, play some music in the background. Maybe once in a while you got to get away from that news, because the news can be stressful. But we do have to stay aware and keep on top of what's going on in current events, because it is affecting us with what's going on with this country. When Biden was in there, we could care less. But now that we got somebody that's going to get the job done, I really am encouraged that President Trump is going to come in and expose the Child Protective Services for what they are. Department of Children and Families, Department of Justice, and FBI that will sit on the wayside and know that children are being trafficked out of our Child Protective Services, and nobody's doing a damn thing about it. And it's about time it's brought to an end, because there's only so much people can take. And that's why it's important to stay on top of your game and let your family know. 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. It's right on us. We waited for this day for a while, guys. And I hope you're all ready. But I can tell you the truth. I've got a lot of work today, so I'm gonna call it at 10:02, 11:02. And I thank y'all for joining me very much. And 7 tomorrow. That's not a message.
Under golden skies so wide.
To Melania Trump. This is it. We're ready, and we're here to bring you our stories, and that's what else I got to do today, guys. I'm getting my stuff together. At least I can have about 3.5 minutes of some good things coming out of my mouth, and I'll have it hopefully written down. I usually just wing it, and y'all, if you've ever watched my show, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm winging it, and just like the best of you. All right, have a great day, and see you later on the show. Vinny's got one at 1, so check in, tune in to Vinny's show at 1 o'clock. Y'all have a great day.
Hearts of truth with purest light. Don't tread on me, hear the call. Rise above, we'll never fall. And the tears lift the veil. In this fight we shall prevail. The sings tales untold of a future brave and guitar, the warriors cry. With our love, we touch the sky. In the night, the stars declare hope and justice through the air. Voices join a symphony, together strong in harmony. Silent prayers and tender hearts, healing where the pain departs. Hand in hand we write our fate. Sing these words, it's not too late. Lips to lips sings tales untold of a future